something that is, I believe, a bomb that is being dropped is the fact that Joe Biden is now a part of a criminal investigation in the Ukraine, friends. Yes, you're not going to see this on most of your liberal mainstream media news outlets. If this was President Donald Trump, you better believe it'd be plastered all over every mainstream media news outlet. No, but for this, we turn to OAN to get the details.
Presidential candidate and former Vice President Joe Biden finds himself in more hot water this week. Just confirmed, a Ukrainian court ordered Joe Biden to be formally listed in a criminal case. The crime? The alleged firing of Ukraine's former prosecutor general, Viktor Shokin, in exchange for dropping an investigation into Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, and the company for which he was a board member, Burisma Oil. Shokin formally called for an investigation into his firing back in February of 2020, claiming the Ukrainian government at the time relieved Shokin of his post in exchange for $1 billion in loan guarantees promised by Biden, a bribe Biden himself admitted to doing.
If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
Oh, yeah. Biden himself, that's been played over and over and over again. Now more is coming to light that Joe Biden was the American that was not being named. It's very interesting that this is taking place right now. You can't forget, had Hillary won presidency in 2016, none of this would come to light. None of it would mean anything whatsoever. Isn't this the exact same thing that they accused President Trump of doing? Colluding with Russia, with a quid pro quo with Ukraine? Well, now with a criminal case actually naming Joe Biden in it. Friends, you know Joe Biden cannot, or his campaign cannot like this. Here's part 2 of that information.
But at the time Shokin called for this case back in February, the courts listed one of the defendants as an unnamed American, an individual widely understood to be Joe Biden, Obama's Ukraine point man. But Biden was never formally named. Now, the courts have ruled it is improper to conceal Biden's name and that there is sufficient evidence to proceed with an investigation. The ruling cannot be appealed. Another key development in this story is the release of a series of telephone conversations that has garnered major questions. Andrei Derkach, a member of parliament in Ukraine, in a press conference Tuesday released what he says appear to be voice recordings of then Secretary of State John Kerry, Vice President Joe Biden, and then President of Ukraine Poroshenko, discussing the Burisma case and discussing the removal of Viktor Shokin. Neither Kerry, Biden, nor Poroshenko have affirmed the verity of these recordings. The recordings appear to have been leaked from government officials and whistleblowers, but are currently being verified.
Woo! I think Joe is in some hot water, friends. I can't wait for them to validate those conversations. And you got to know, if Joe knew, you know Barack Hussein also knew. That right there, friends, should be the end. But I don't think the liberals in this country really care. Hopefully, the good, well-meaning Democrats in this country that see our country being torn apart, that see their cities and their states being ran into the ground, giving laws and decrees that are unconstitutional, shutting businesses down in the name of this COVID pandemic, hopefully that'll be enough, along with this information with Joe, to make enough Democrats and independents run away from that party and support the conservatives that are actually standing up for America. That is, we hope, what is taking place.